talk about the growth, right? Because obviously you've been a vital part of InvestFest, and we appreciate everything you've done.
Yeah.
But as you've come back every year, we've seen the growth in you, right? We've seen that understanding your worth, and we also seen building a team around you, right? So talk about that, because you come from a viewpoint of, yes, you've managed people, but now you yourself, right, with now establishing new gigs and new opportunities, you have somebody in place to say, all right, I need help. I need to be managed.
Yeah. And I think I remember the day that happened, because I was actually managing an artist, and Neela at the time. And my mentor told me I could, she was like, yeah, you can, excuse me. She was like, you can do this. And I was like, wait, no, like, I'm just fresh out of college. I don't know what to do. I just did, Revolt Summit. Well, that was Revolt conference at the time. And they had me on board as like a travel coordinator with help underneath somebody that was like in the ranks. And I remember Andre Harrell coming to me being like, yo, listen, I have to use this person for something else. I need you to genuinely take over and just handle this. And I was like, okay, there's 500 talent here. There's Cardi B wants a car to go to the mall. These drivers were supposed to be only for this thing, this thing. How do I manage this? And I'm like, you gotta make sure that people know that you know what you're doing. And so you just have to trial and error, right? And so I trialed and errored half of my career, because I'm like, okay, no one's gonna be able to say like, she didn't try. If I failed, then it was most likely just a lesson. And for the most part, it came so quick when it would be something I needed to learn. It'd be like, okay, cool. Don't do that. Got you. No hard feelings. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You could have done this, but you didn't. What did you take away from it? Move on. And so after I realized, managing an artist and me hosting and me leveraging my personality to be on the stages and being like, oh, I want to put my artist on here, but you guys can give me cheaper. You guys can pay me like less if I can put my artist on here. And they were like, okay, cool. So what your artist do? Like what we supposed to be doing with this? And I was like, okay, I might be getting ahead of myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, how am I taking care of myself first and then bringing the people up that deserve to come up with me? And so that's when I kind of realized I was like, I need more advice, help. It just started off going to mentors, going to people that were like, and I would go to people and they'd be like, you don't need a manager. You've got this. You've got this. And I'm like, no, I need help. I don't know what to write back in the emails. But I would use my knowledge from my mom and my dad's dentistry, and like being like, okay, you know how to type an email structure. You know how to say, hello, hi, what's his name, comma. You know what to say, but how do you keep the conversation going to where it grows into something else? And I think basically I would just go to people every year just asking, hey, a little piece of advice that I can get from you. I would interview people on my platform. I would, ask, I would call them up and just be like, okay, quick, this person's asking me if I can do this for this. What would you say? That would be it. And then it was like, okay, I need someone behind me. Who is that person going to be? Trial and error. Some people I would do 90-day trials with. Some people I would do 30-day trials with. Currently, I'm not managed by anyone. I did a 90-day trial. I realized, okay, there are more things I need to be asking for. And I need to know what to ask. And I think that's where I'm at in that space of like wanting representation. And knowing what representation looks like to me, and knowing that like when you walk in a room and I walk in a room, okay, we might not be walking hands side by side or anything, but we're like on a mission in here. We understand we eat what we kill. We understand, whatever comes back to us is something that we really went forward and like built a relationship and said, okay, we'll follow up, and actually followed up, So yeah, I think it's been a tough journey with managers and just representation, because I think I've done a good job. I've made it look easy. I've done it a little too easy with making it look easy that, okay, I got this gig over here. How did you get that? Who set that up for you? They texted me. They DM'd me. MTV? Yeah. I mean, they reached out to my friend through DM. Like, there are certain things that just, I can't explain it. It's favor.
God did.
favor ain't fair to everybody. But I do know that there are certain things that I'm waiting for that person to walk into a room and be like, okay, yeah, Paige, like, I got this for you. I'm like, what? I sealed the deal.